Talkin' with Charlie is brought to you by Chili's $20 Dinner for Two, featuring new freshly baked flatbread appetizers, only at Chili's.
It's time now for our Talkin' with Charlie segment. Now, Charlie and I aren't going to do much talking because we're going to have a guy on that does a lot of talking, and that's Shane Victorino, who's a former outfielder, of course, for the Phillies. It was nice to see him a couple weeks ago.
Absolutely good to see him. I definitely miss Shane, because he was into everything. I mean, he was everywhere, but at the same time, he's a tremendous person. He's a good person. He means everything about him. He means well, and he played a big role in our success here. And I think the ovation he got from the fans, I think that kind of told the story. I think the way they received him and the standing ovation they gave him and things like that, I think it was good. I think it was well deserved, and I think that he definitely played real good for us. And and I enjoyed him. I enjoyed him as a player. But like I said at times, he's got a personality and he's into things, but at the same time, he's a very talented player.
Kind of sounds like some of our kids. He's into everything. But I guess that's somehow the way we kind of look at Shane Victorino. He's still a kid at heart. So here's our Talkin' with Charlie segment with Shane Victorino.
It was, obviously getting the opportunity to see him at Fenway, to come out on the field. And not only there, starting in spring training, for the first time going to Clearwater. And think about all the years that I spent there in Clearwater and, playing under the realm, of Charlie being my manager. And, that's the kind of stuff that I look back on. And, I looking at a man who, gave me the opportunity, who had faith in me, who, had those talks with me about, going out there being the best player you can be, and that's all you can do. You can't control what happens off the field, but you can control what happens on the field. And, and he still tells me that the other day at Fenway. I knew you were going to be fine. It's just a matter of you going out there and doing it and, still being the positive man that I knew from that game and opportunity as a young kid to become the player that I am. So, as I said last night when I tipped my hat to that dugout, it was more for, the guys that I played with and also Charlie for giving me that opportunity to become that player. And, it's special, to come back, now to come back here to Citizens Bank Park and to look across the way and to think that I spent so many seasons over there and looking from the visiting side. But yet to see that guy still smiling, still, look like he's focused and being the manager that he was when I first started here. When times were going bad, to try to keep me positive, to keep me going in the right direction. Knowing his players best. I think that's what Charlie does so well. Getting that opportunity, like I said, to play for him for so long, to get that opportunity to understand who we are as players, and hey, when we needed a day off because of a mental thing, he would give us that day off. And that's the kind of stuff to me that, stands out more of just not just being a manager, understanding your players, understanding what it takes to get them out there every day to be the best player they can be. And, as I said, Charlie, I tip my hat to him. I thank him for the opportunity, to giving me that chance to become the player that I am. And, again, still being the guy that, still talks to me, when I see him and talks about how you got to go out there, continue to play the game hard, bring your energy, and that's the kind of player you are, and people feed off of that. So, those are all the kind of stuff and memories that I take, with me, and now that I'm in Boston, and to keep remembering that this guy always reminded me that, hey, go out there, play the game hard. No, you can't control what happens off the field, control what you can on the field, and that's playing the game correctly. So, again, thanks to Charlie, and, I thank you for having me on the show.